Women's rights are workers' rights, and workers' rights are women's rights.
We're fighting for the hiring and retainment of diverse faculty, salary equity for women and people of color. We are also fighting for fair promotion standards so that more women can be promoted to full professor.
I have been working at Rutgers for 34 years.
I've actually been at Rutgers since 1972.
I've been here for 40 years.
I came to Rutgers in the fall of 1972.
In the 1970s, which were on the wake of the uprisings in many cities around the country, there was a general awareness in the American public that something needed to change.
I was the first woman in my department, but I was the first woman and only woman in the School of Engineering for about 3 years.
I would have to say I think that Rutgers has put forth an effort, and certainly much more so in my early years, but I have not seen Rutgers bring in as many minorities as I would like them to bring in.
New Jersey is an extremely diverse state. 15% of our residents are African American and 20% are Latino or Latina, and that's actually reflected in our student body, but that's not true of our faculty body. Only 4.2% of our tenured and tenure-track faculty are African American and 3.9% are Latino or Latina.
Many Latino and African American students have mentioned that unless they take a course in Africana Studies or Latino Studies or AMASAL, that they could go through the entire career at the university and never encounter a faculty member who looks like them.
I'm interviewed every single semester by students who say they've never had a black female professor. They've never seen a black female professor. They didn't know they could be. They could also be a professor.
Well, I think it's important for all students to have diverse faculty.
If women are 50% of the population, they ought to be 50% of the faculty at all ranks.
At Rutgers, only 20% of our distinguished professors are female and only 30% are full professors.
There is still, of course, an old boys network, so it's important to have access to the union because that's university-wide.
This is a labor issue. It is a labor issue for for me as a queer man of color.
To its credit, Rutgers New Brunswick actually commissioned a student-faculty task force to study diversity and inclusion. But after the students had spent hours voicing their opinions, and after this brilliant report was written by Professors Ramsamy and Martinez San Miguel, nothing ever came of it. We've used it, but management has done nothing with it.
I don't think this is rocket science. The fact of the matter is that because of our long history with this problem, know how to make it work.
I mean, it's not simply a matter of social justice, though it is a matter of social justice, but social justice can be combined with academic excellence in really productive ways.
We cannot really appoint ourselves higher education leaders in a state as diverse and as complex and as rich as New Jersey if we don't live up to the promise of diversity within our own ranks.
We shall not be moved.